see? Do you want to see this clip?
Well, I've got to see a clip. Can't wait.
Oh no, it's an MP3. It was an MP4 a second ago. I've now made it MP3 so I can get it on StreamYard.
We could have had an MP4.
Oh, we could have actually. Oh, we could have actually. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, next time. Anyway, right, let's listen to... We're going to play a clip now from the episode of She-Hulk's finale episodes that we reviewed a year ago. All right, and I'm just going to... This is a Forrest opinion first. There's a Forrest opinion, there's a me opinion as well. But I'm just going to play your Forrest opinion, all right, from what you said from October 2022, all right? And then you're just going to tell me whether you agree with it, and we'll talk about it after we've listened to it. Look at that. A little feature. A little thing. We've just added a little thing in the See, look, dear listener, it's not boring, is it? It's not.
If you have to convince yourself of that, and the listeners, that is the most atrocious beg I have ever seen you. It's not boring, is it? Is it, guys? It's not boring, is it? Is it, guys?
It's a good episode, isn't it?
It is good. It is worth doing, isn't it?
Tell me that it's a good episode, please. I just want you to enjoy this episode. And I don't want to see like a grumpy guy. I'm not grumpy. Anyway, I'm going to play the clip. Here we go.
I think for me, it's less about us as an audience and more about, for me, it shows that there is some level of turmoil in Marvel. Like for me, it feels like they genuinely do not know what is going on. I think for me,
there you go. That was the comment. So that was in regards to the addresses to the audience and the kind of swerves that we keep getting in this series, particularly at the end. But yeah, the address about Marvel. What do you think, mate?
I think I agree. I still agree with myself there.
You still feel like they don't have a direction, even a year on.
I think they have a direction, but whether I still think they can be in turmoil there. I think MCU, we are at a turmoil-driven state in the MCU. And I think that is evident and clear to see when we talk about the state of the newest Marvel trailer. Mm-hmm. That just about sums up that MCU have very little confidence in what they're offering and pumping out there. And I think this did start all the way back at She-Hulk. The fact, we'll go on about it next week when we talk about the last episode. But, okay, in the same vein, I will say that apparently if in the comics, that last episode does happen in the comics, or it kind of a version of it happens, and it happens better. So actually, is it in turmoil, or is it it didn't work well on screen? But I do think, even from She-Hulk, as soon as the Infinity Saga finished, I think Marvel were a little bit like, shit, we don't really know where to go from here. The way the multiverse was handled initially was a bit... It darted too... we went too quickly into it. Phase one, we have gone through phase, and very slowly, we got to Endgame. And it was a very centered story, focused. We had Thanos from really, really early on, embedded really, really early on. And now we've gone, right, fucking whole multiverse all over the place. We've got Loki, we've got Captain Marvel over here. We still don't know what's going on with Nick Fury. We've got Harry Styles and a troll somewhere. We've got the Eternals are split up all over the shop. It's too much, and it's turmoil.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that they've got a little bit more of a direction now going forward with their plans. The strike's over. The projects with Deadpool 3, Secret Wars, Kang Dynasty, but there are we've already spoken about this, but there are issues. There are things going down with multiple individuals and projects. Now, there was this article from Variety as well that dropped over this last week about is everybody leaving the MCU? Is the MCU in turmoil? And there is something to say, and I think you're right to think that. I'm still in the belief that we can find ourselves out of this at some point. and I think once we
Oh,
get over the Kang
definitely.
Dynasty, I think maybe when we get into Secret Wars, I think beyond that point we're going to hopefully go into a new golden age.
Yeah, and I think I've said I said this in recent podcasts that I do think once we're, like you say, at the Kang Dynasty, I think we're gonna. I wonder whether we will have an MCU or whether we will have more singular stories, branch timeline stories, and I think that's the best way to go. I think drop to a degree, drop the universe. That doesn't mean that stories can't interlink or connect. I just think drop the overall universe and then focus on some really good singular stories. Focus on some really good you can still do ensemble. Follow the X-Men. Have an X-Men series. Great, but it doesn't have to all relate to a wider picture. I think they have blown that open too quickly with the multiverse, and now there's no way back. And I think I wouldn't have brought in the multiverse as soon as they did. I think they should have done another phase like the Infinite, or another set of phases like the Infinity Saga. Should have had a more concentrated story, and then had the multiverse to finish it all off. And then maybe in 20 years' time we'll get picked up again. But I think, especially with DC coming around the corner with James Gunn, I think they're going to be a lot more centered and a lot more kind of focused. And I think that's what it needs.